Alright everyone, so we've got the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge. It's a phone that a lot of people have been looking forward to because it's new, it's innovative, it's a little bit different, and we all love things that are a little bit different, right? At least I do. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly take a look at the specs, then we're going to take a look at the phone itself, and then I'm going to show you this really cool feature right over here. This is the Edge over here, and I'll show you how it works and why it's special. First of all, in terms of the screen, we've got a 5.6-inch screen. We've got a 2.7 GHz quad-core Crate 450 processor. It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon. In terms of RAM, we've got 3 GB of RAM. In terms of storage, it comes in 32 and 64 GB, but we've also got expandable storage with the micro SD card. It's got support for Bluetooth 4.1, it's got that curved edge screen right over here, it has A2DP, we've got USB 2.0 this time rather than USB 3.0, but with fast charging, which is, to me personally, is more important than, speeding data faster, I guess. It's more about the charging the battery faster. It's also got all the good stuff like the sensors, like the heart rate sensor, like the ultraviolet sensor. It's got all that sort of good stuff in it. In terms of overall size, it's 151.3 millimeters long by 82.4 millimeters wide. And in terms of how thin it is, it's 8.3 millimeters thin. The system that it's using is Android 4.4.4 KitKat. However, we're going to see the latest version on this phone soon. In terms of the main camera, it's 16 megapixels on the back. It's got optical image stabilization, which is really important, especially if you want to have those, smoother videos and crisper photos. It's got 3.7 megapixels in the front-facing camera. We've got all those different sensors in the front as well. It comes in black, white, pink in some markets, and it's got a 3000 milliamp battery. That's pretty cool. So now that we're done looking at the specs, we're going to take a look at the phone. First of all, we can see we've got that front-facing camera. We've got the different sensors. We've got the earpiece over here so we can hear. At the bottom, we've got the touch capacitive buttons. We've got the back. We've got also the multi-window over here. We've also got the home button, and it also acts as a scanner as well. Very cool. And of course, on the right-hand side, we've got that curved screen. We'll talk about that in just a moment. On the back, we've got the camera we talked about. It's a 16 megapixel camera. We've got all the different sensors right over here. We've got the speaker, and this being a Note phone, of course we had to have the actual pen, the S Pen. And I've talked about this in other videos, so please don't forget to check our other videos out, especially when it comes to the quality of the S Pen. We can remove the backing very easily. Here's our battery, here's the port for the micro SD card, and here's where the SIM card goes. Let me put this on really quick. It all snaps into place. On the left-hand side, we've got the volume buttons, up and down. The bottom, we've got the micro USB 2.0 with fast charge. We've got the microphone. We've got the secondary noise cancellation microphone. Of course, we've got the pen right over here. Now, let me go back to this Edge a little bit because, as I mentioned, we don't have a power button over here anymore. That's because they needed to move it to accommodate the curved screen. Now, on the top, we've got the power button. We've got the IR blaster, you've got another microphone, and we've got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Now in terms of the screen, although it's, kind of curvy, yes, this is Gorilla Glass 3, so that's pretty cool. So we got glass, we've got metal, we've got the plastic, and in terms of overall, weight, it's actually quite light. Now holding this in the hand is not going to be the easiest because you've got this thin curve over here with a little bit of a, let's say, a sharp edge. And at the left-hand side over here, you've got that, Note 4 design with the phone. So it's great that they've got that there, especially if you're right-handed because you can grip that nicely. Now with my left hand, I also didn't find that much difficulty, but it was a little bit more difficult compared to holding it with my right hand, especially because of this curve over here. And also doesn't help that I've got quite small hands, but that's the way it goes. Now, let's talk about the feature that a lot of people have been looking forward to. Let's talk about the curved screen. So when you first turn on the phone, you'll probably see that big, beautiful screen, but you'll also see on the right-hand side the little edge drawer on the right. So why would you use this? I'll come back to that in just a second. But before we do, let's quickly just swipe around right and left. You can see all the different, functionality. You've still got the S Health, you've got the standard look and feel. You've got, in this case I didn't have the network available, so because we're not connected to the internet right now. We've got the magazine. Right now when you swipe down, you've got all of those quick toggles. Let's move back up really quick. when I tap on the applications, you can see all of the apps. So it's all the stuff that we're used to. However, if we go back and we just take focus on this for a second, we can see that we can do a couple of things. First of all, if I pull down, I can also get some quick toggles. Here, one of the quick toggles that I thought was unusual, but then I was like, wait a minute, this actually is pretty useful, is the ruler. So now you can actually use the side as a ruler. How many times have we said, I'll tell you something that I've done in the past, right? So somebody will say it's, I don't know, 10 centimeters long, and I'll be like, how many iPhones long is it? In this case, it's actually how many Samsung Galaxy Edges is it, because we've got the ruler on the right hand side. So that's pretty cool. If I close that, because you got the stopwatch. This is a quick toggle to turn on the light. And this is a quick toggle so we can start recording voice notes. So it's pretty cool. Now if I just swipe that up for a second, I can also use this to quickly launch applications. It's also very useful. And if I pull up here, tap on settings, I can actually choose the different type of panels that I have. So, for example, that's the home panel. That's like the notification panel. Tap on manage. Now I can choose all the different styles of notifications that are important to me. So that's also one of the really cool features about the side panels. So the idea is, some people might say, oh, well, it's just a little bit of a gimmick. I don't know if it's a gimmick to everyone, but this will probably be quite useful depending on all of the really cool ways that this is, other developers use the side of the screen. So it all depends on the developers and what they use this for. I'll give you an example of why this could be useful. So if I tap on camera, you can see on the right hand side, rather than putting any of those buttons on the screen itself, it's literally on the edge, and it actually changes as well when I shift. So that's one of the really cool things, and plus tapping is pretty fast as well. So that's one of the reasons why using the edge is actually quite useful. One of the things that I wanted to mention is, because you've got that curve on the right hand side, we're used to always having the power button here too. However, because you got that curve, they put the power button on the top. So since this is already quite a big phone, it could be a little bit tricky. You're gonna have to use two hands to come and touch this, or you're gonna have to do the shuffle to the top and then the shuffle back down again. However, in terms of overall light and thickness and quality, it's actually pretty cool. So that's about it. I just wanted to quickly share the right bar and also some of the functionality that you have, with the Galaxy Note Edge. It's pretty cool. And one of the things, I should mention really quickly, is I was worried that I might be, touching this with the palm of my hand. Would I, be touching this edge of the screen? However, so far with my usage, I haven't had any issues whatsoever. Anyway guys, I just wanted to say thank you so much for following this video. I really hope that you liked it. Please leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can get the latest information from me. If you're interested in this phone or interested in any devices, you can always go to www.vodafone.qa or any Vodafone store. And let me ask you a quick question. What do you guys think of the Edge? Is this a phone that's pretty special? Are you interested in it? If you are, maybe this could be the phone for you.